Who comes to your rescue? Who? Who comes to your rescue? Was it the bank that rescued you? Was it your rich grandparents, or was it the lottery? Was it the Las Vegas win at the gambling table? Was it your drug dealer? Who comes to your rescue? Well, I worked for it. Well, you can't make someone hire you. Who came and decided to hire you to be their contractor or to be their broker? Who came to your rescue? Did you just sit there twiddling your thumbs, worrying because you can't force the rescuer to come to you? And how did they come to your rescue? Did you even know who to call? Were you stranded on a deserted island and had no way of calling? Did you try to make a fire, but you didn't have anything to make a fire? Did you put rocks in the shape of SOS or help? Were you a spot on the sea that no one could actually see? Who came to your rescue? Were you left comatose on the side of the road, knocked out? Did you pass out in a diabetic coma and the house got set on fire and your neighbors smelled the smoke, knew you were in there, they broke in and pulled you out? Was that just a coincidence or just by chance? Who comes to your rescue? Or did you knock on the door for help like that black man did a few years ago after he nearly was killed in a car crash on a road in Georgia? And he's bloodied and comatose, doesn't know where he's at, and he's trying to, and he see a house in the distance with a light. There's no one. It's dark. There's no roads. Those country roads are like that, by the way, if you haven't been in Kentucky or Georgia or North Carolina. Oh, yeah. Knocks on the door, and the guy, the homeowner, sees through the window, doesn't know the circumstances, opens the door and shoots the guy. Because you're probably one of those people that just freaks out, overthinks, overreacts. And it's not necessarily a terrible overthinking or overreaction. You ever been in a country road and see how there's miles in between the next house? There's no street lights. It's dark. Well, it probably would freak you out, wouldn't it? You see someone, and particularly when it's race involved, someone that's not your race and they're outside your door. And they look drunk, but they're comatose and out of it from the accident. And he's trying to get help. And he's walking. I have to be honest. In that case, I probably didn't really or couldn't really blame the homeowner. That's an understandable moment of shock, and you're trying to discern and determine who's this? It must be a criminal. Who comes to your house when you're on a country road with no other house miles near you, banging on the door for help? It's scary. It's shocking. Was it a woman? She's going to get more scared than a man. It's a lot of different things to take into account. It's like the cost. You just happen to be at the wrong place at the wrong time. In that event, you're not really a part of the crime. You just happen to be passing by. And what do you do in that case? You were in your home and a plane fell out of the sky. Not only did the people in the plane die, but where the plane fell on top of your house, you died. And you were reading your scripture at the time, breastfeeding your baby. Life happens that way, people. So who comes to your help? And do they even know you need help? Or do they assume you are a threat rather than someone who needs help from a threat? How do you determine that? The Good Samaritan on a road where people get robbed. That was common in the Roman Empire, by the way. The roads that they built. They were roads for robberies, an opportunity for people to stay along the side and wait for a traveler to come by and get them. The Good Samaritan did what others did not do. Because, see, they knew that the road was dangerous. They didn't know if it was a trap, someone pretending to be sick, and you go to walk over, hey, can I help you? And they stand up and they stab you. That was in the movie Book of Eli. They try to kill you. It's a setup. And so people would not stop when they saw people hurt because they were afraid, because that road has a reputation. Are you the one that will risk your life, risk your resources to help somebody and not worry about who they are? People hardly do that for who they know who you are. Your friends hardly will do that. Even your friends will pretend they don't want to know, and they definitely don't want to ask you how you're doing because they know the responsibility that comes with asking that question. It doesn't, oh, are you okay? Is there anything I can do? Oh, you don't say that. Oh, they used to in America. People always used to talk that way. Now it's, oh, gee, I just got this deal. I'm not telling you how. And sometimes you don't realize, almost every deal that I made in real estate, whenever I got a huge check, literally right at the time I got the check, or a few minutes or an hour before I got the check, or not that long after I got the check, there is the emergency call. Money I did not have before. All of a sudden, I have this extra money. I call it extra because you don't have anything in your mind that you know that you need to do, and then all of a sudden, here comes the call. And it happened that way for me all the time. And I realized, I started to look at that. God is like, I'm not blessing you for you. I'm blessing you for me. I have a purpose. I have a mission. And I move you guys like pawns on a chessboard. I'm figuring, that one over there needs this. Let me get over here and get this knight blessed over here with this. And he knows him. I'll see, make sure he knows, well, what did God give this to me for? What did he give me my talent for? To look in the mirror and just listen to myself talk and sing? What did he make me so beautiful for? So I can gaze in the mirror all day and say how much I like my skin and my eyebrows and my eyes and my face? Everything is for the purpose of God, to use it for the glory of God and for the help of your brothers and sisters, your kinsmen. Hello. Who do you call on when you need help? Who do you help when you see? And do you say, I'm not going to help them because this is a dangerous road? I'm not going to pull over. This is a dangerous road. You see, it doesn't matter because every time you do anything, there is always the risk of something else. But that's the price, the cost, and the commitment of love, loyalty, devotion, purpose, and mission. You don't go on a mission because it's zero risk. You go on a mission regardless. And you navigate that risk. You mitigate that risk. And if you can, you try to eliminate it, knowing you can only plan for what you plan for, but you can never plan for what you can't. And there's always that unknown variable. So instead of worrying about it, staying locked up in your house because, yes, planes fall from the sky, but I'm not going to get on a plane. But people get mauled by dogs just walking down the street. And how many dogs jump their yard, jump their fence, now you're dead. People get run over by bicycles. People get run over by scooters. People get run over by cars. What are you going to do? You're not going to drive? Well, that's okay. The person behind that car that's driving is going to run you over. You don't want to get on the bus? That's okay. That bus is going to crash through your house. It doesn't matter. At some point, you have to realize the zero-sum game. There is no zero risk. There's always a risk, particularly the ones that you never saw coming. After you said, I did everything right. Well, what does that mean? You can do everything right, but there's people who are doing everything wrong. What happens when the one who's doing everything right meets the one who's doing everything wrong? Then you get the church lady playing her organ, being shot to death because she's doing something right, but the one who's doing something wrong meets the one who's doing something right. Now you have injustice, you have persecution, you have a guilty man going free and an innocent man being arrested. You have someone who's dedicated their life to goodness being killed in a crime, and somebody who's dedicated their life to wickedness killing the innocent in a crime. Because that's the reality of the world you live in. And which one are you will determine which one you live in. Are you in the world of the criminal? Are you in the world of the righteous one? Are you in the world of the one who always turns away, looks away, and runs away? Or the one who stands in the way to do God's work? Comes with risk, but it comes with the power to take that risk, the strength and the resolve to meet it head on, to be the Good Samaritan. So we should be for Israel and each other.